cannot snarf down a 4-pound bowl of raw vegetables. So I've been doing a lot of experimenting the past 20 years, trying to figure out some way to lose weight instead of gain it, because I seem to do the second one a lot better than I do the first one. And I tried, everything, people. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I tried Carbohydrate Addicts Diet, the Zone Diet, Atkins Diet, the Grapefruit Diet. I don't even know what I was thinking when I did that one. I tried paleo, I tried keto, and I kind of stumbled into whole food plant-based eating. So I figured I would try just going raw for 70% of the day to see if that makes me feel a little bit better. And so far, so good. Starting the day with a nice fresh green smoothie. Got some collard greens going on over there. Got some kale that I'm tossing in there, and a great big bowl of mangoes and pineapple. I really love greens in my smoothie. I don't know what that was. I just decided, hey, let me just throw some zucchini in there left over from yesterday. Why waste? And then pop them all in there, blend it down. I blend down my greens first just to make sure that they're all the way, smooth. Then I add my fruit and blend away. I ran across a video that suggested using a droplet of almond extract to get rid of the green taste. It actually really works. I wouldn't do it. I like the green taste. But if you hate it, the almond extract could be a good thing for you. And there is this really good smoothie. And if I'm not making a smoothie like that, I'll just grab like a big bowl of blueberries or something, and I'll just grab them with me when I'm out running my errands and that sort of thing. And it's just delicious. It's like nature's little piece of candy, and it's a little scary because a lot of the styles of eating that I've done in the past really prohibit eating fruit in large quantities like this. And so here I am, and I'm enjoying it so much. And I feel like I'm looking over my shoulder because I'm waiting for like the fruit police to come and get me. And they so far have not. And so I'm just chomping down on fruit and loving the day so far. So lunch is all about getting more greens and some non-starchy vegetables. Got some romaine and a couple of spiralized zucchini, and that's going to be yummy. Got some vegetables marinating in the corner. In my pad thai sauce, I'm so putting that link in the description so you guys can make it. It's homemade, and it's the heart and soul of this awesome pad thai dish that I'm making right now. Marinating some peppers, onions, broccoli, corn, whatever's around that's yummy in that very same pad thai sauce. Mush it all in there together, and then start adding the best part of lunch, which is fat. Wonderful, healthy, natural fats, this time in the form of avocado. And, I did the low fat thing for a really long time, so I feel mad naughty just eating delicious mouthfuls of avocado like this. Then we're adding some chia seeds for those yummy omega 3s. And after that, of course, we're going to have to add some sesame seed because it just looks pretty on top. And what comes next? Yes, you guessed it. More pad thai sauce because it tastes so good. Yep. And here, oops, I almost fell out of the bowl. So here's my lunch today. Looking so good. I can't wait to eat it because I'm starving. Yeah, I had fun with lunch. Lunch was good. Man, avocado is the best thing ever. So good. And I needed that avocado. It's not like it was just in there because it tastes good, which it did. But that's not the only reason. I mean, it's a gigantic bowl. I have the bowl here. I really want to illustrate how big this bowl is, people. This is how big that meal was. And the whole bowl full of lettuce and zucchini and mushrooms and peppers and onions and all kinds of stuff. The whole thing was like 150 calories. If it wasn't for that avocado, there would not have been enough calories in that meal. So go avocado. Go avocado. I made this a couple of times for lunch too. It was so good. Somebody told me it was National Burrito Day, so I thought I'd give it a try with my raw veggies. We've got marinating mushrooms and peppers, a little bit of corn. I have some salsa, some cauliflower sriracha sauce that I make. It's a very simple recipe, but really fun, really spicy and creamy. Of course, I got a little bit of crystal hot sauce, some lime juice, some green onions, some avocado. Yes, I said it, avocado. Put it all together, and I get a crispy, delicious, yummy mouthful. Just couldn't get enough of this. Really, really, really loved it. So, my evening meal is all about cooked comfort. I get to the end of the day and I really want to just have a big warm bowl of something delicious and satisfying. And because I teach until 8 o'clock at night, it's also got to be a meal that's just very quick and very easy to get on the table in like 15 or 20 minutes. Another big priority for this meal is that it be very low in fat. It's like super, super important. I learned the hard way that you just don't combine those two things on a plate, a dense starch and a dense fat source. They just cancel each other out. Have you noticed on keto that you're eating like a really, really high fat diet, but it's got to be extremely low in carbohydrates? The opposite works as well. Yeah, if I'm eating a meal that's really full of carbohydrates, it's got to be really, really low in fat because your body can use both as a fuel source, right? And so if I've got carbohydrates over here and I've got some fat over here, well, I'm going to grab those carbohydrates because they're quick, easy, and efficient for me to burn. But I'm a wise, smart body who saves for the future. What am I going to do with all this fat? I don't know. I stick it on my butt. That's what ends up happening to me, yeah. And so if I'm going to make these meals, I'm going to add fat. It's going to be very, 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 very sparing. Same thing with meat, since it tends to be high in fat. I use some sometimes, but very, 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 very little. So when it was all said and done, I really enjoyed eating this way. I was really feeling it. I was only supposed to do it for a week, but I felt so good doing it that I just thought, well, why just do a week? So I just kept going. And I'm at the end of my second week and entering my third, and I'm just going to continue because I got a lot of stuff that I wanted out of this experience and some things that I didn't expect. Not everything was perfect, but there were a lot of pros. The first one being that my energy levels were just like off the chart. I would get to the middle of the afternoon and I would eat my lunch and I just felt like this sort of powerhouse of like juice and energy all over the place. And I loved that so much. Another pro that I really didn't expect was a diminished food craving, particularly crappy food. Yeah, something about eating food that's this pure and this, whole and this hydrating and this bright on the palate made like sometimes the stuff that I crave, like junk food or chips or, just greasy yuck, I would taste it and it just didn't taste as good as it used to. It tasted like fake food almost. And so I still had a little bit on this, but way, way less than I'm usually drawn toward having. And so if this is something that could help me fight crappy food cravings, I'm all in on that. So that was kind of awesome. Another definite plus was the fact that I lost weight. And I kind of hit a slump in my weight loss journey, and I really hope that this would help me get past it. And it seems like it has. I've got my numbers here. And I started this whole process 2 weeks ago, and my weight was 224.5. And after the first week, I lost 3.5 pounds, and I lost another 2 pounds in the second week for a total weight loss of 5.5 pounds. And I am 219 pounds. This is my first time that I was able to finally crack 220. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm just looking forward to more. Another big plus would be the food just tasted like amazing. The food just tasted so good. It was like, you've got to be kidding me. It was so good. So, so good. I just couldn't stop eating it. It was just really, really great. I think if there were any downsides with this, one would be that it requires a little bit more planning. I can't just pop in the kitchen and grab something. I have to sort of think through what I'm going to chop, what I'm going to marinate, and all that. I think that would get easier the more I do this, but it definitely was a thing to consider, especially if you have a lifestyle where you don't have a whole lot of time. Another thing to consider is it's a much more cost prohibitive way to eat. A big bag of rice is, pennies on the dollar per serving, but a giant bowl of fruit, much, much more expensive. So these fresh fruits and vegetables particularly the fruit and the nuts, seeds, and avocados can really, really add up. I think connected to the fact that it tastes good, there was another downside, and that is you can't eat it fast. You just can't. You can snarf a hamburger, you can like snarf like fried chicken or hot dogs or food like this. You cannot snarf down a 4-pound bowl of raw vegetables, which I discovered this week when my body was like, what is this strange magic? Oh my God. And so that thing that they say where digestion starts in the mouth is really, really true. You gotta chew your food. And my stomach was like insane for a day, but felt much, much better the next day when I just made sure to chew my food really successfully. And so I'm excited to see how it goes. We're hitting the road literally tomorrow. And so I look forward to sharing with you guys, how it goes when I am out there and how it weighs when I get back. And so I look forward to sharing it with you. And I'm grateful to be here sharing this on this day. It's a good day to eat. So let's get to eating.